Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel. Previously we were working on this 316. Mike is over here with us today to do some experimenting and get on Santa's naughty list.
Because John doesn't have the right tools, so I had to bring my own.
Yep. So previously we were working on the 316, getting it put back together. This is the only thing that's been holding me up. Haven't really missed a lot.
Yeah, we just got here.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to squash the valve spring with my new compressolator, and hopefully it doesn't, you know, everywhere. And John is going to put the keepers in.
Yep. Really.
There we go. Take them off the tripod and I'll film here. See, John's got the those things. And this has a weird camera angle.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if they can see or not.
I don't think they can. Now if I can get that to let go without bringing the keeper out with it, I think I had it.
Here's a couple of more keepers. I'm putting them in this container before we lose them.
Yeah. Why did I decide to do this again instead of murder that 212 for its engine?
Because then you'll have 4 more horse torques. That's good.
Did I get it?
I don't know.
Almost.
See, it's going to be easier laying down.
There, now it's in.
Both of them or just one?
Just the one. I thought it was in. It might be in. Yeah, it's in.
This block's kind of cold.
This engine, yeah, I know. So now we just got to repeat the same process I did previously.
And hope the other one doesn't fall off.
Yeah. So far this is...
Did you put the other one on top? Set one on top, get the other one on your finger and just, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's down in the spring.
Oh, good. Maybe the spring come down a hair.
Maybe. Try that again. So we're gonna do the right thing, and we're gonna
do it right because John's gonna do it 7 million times.
We're gonna do it twice.
More than
and
that.
we're gonna try not to expand our vocabulary today and learn some new words.
That definitely not happening.
Well,
we're gonna
right
expand on that.
Well, right now I'm trying to teach myself a new word.
Which word?
I don't know. Right now.
Fuckalator?
Right now, cocksucker's on my list.
No, you've already been calling everybody that for like 3 years.
Right.
I think you wish that we were that.
No, I don't. However, I wish this thing was. It would grab onto the valve like it's supposed to. Did I get it? Oh, that's a good sign.
Are they both in? When you're confident, start undoing this lever and it'll let the valve out. Valve spring, my bad.
I think I just cut that off, didn't I? That one almost looks like it is where it needs to be. I wish I knew exactly the spot the other keeper was in. It might be in the groove.
I think they can see. That's why I'm holding it here.
I hope so. I need a glowing device.
A glowing device?
There it is. There's the other keeper. So I need to get... I mean, it might work.
No, not might. They have to be in the right spot, otherwise it won't work.
Well, it's in the groove.
Both of them?
The other one is down in the spring. This one...
Well, start unwinding that. Well, I'll start unwinding it.
That should hopefully work.
How are we looking?
Looking good so far.
Mesa good. We still looking good? Is it clamping them both? Did it clamp them both?
Not yet. We're
out of tension. Maybe. We're out of tension. What happened? I can't see.
The spring is down is compressed still. One of the keepers is holding it down.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Get out of the way so I can see that it's in the right spot in the valve compressor. Give me the lightning device. Okay. Wish the lightning device would sit right here. Oh well. And work. That'd be nice too.
I don't know how many of you can tell we've been watching Vice Grip Garage lately.
Yeah, he's great. What the hell do you have going on in there?
It'd be a hell of a lot nicer if that oil dipstick was.
Okay, I only see one keeper.
You? Where's the other one?
I don't know.
The other keeper should be...
You should be able to find it with your paper.
Well, it looks like it's down.
I see one on the valve, but I don't see the other one.
Wait a second. That actually might not be the keeper right there that I see.
Sorry for my finger in your way, guys. Tough, though.
That might be the...
Okay, we need to go back to laying on the side, I think.
I don't think we have a choice but to do that. I don't see the keeper in there anywhere.
Okay, well here, be a cameraman for a second. Oh yeah.
Oh, we lost a valve.
No shit. Oh, this valve doesn't matter.
Not yet.
It's black.
Racist.
Not racist. I know, Blade.
Mm-hmm.
We're squashing a valve spring crooked. It's come off. It didn't. It's not grabbing on right like.
See, now if this was a 140 block or earlier 100 series block, this wouldn't be here. It wouldn't be in our way. Of course, with it there, you really can't get at a good angle.
Screwdriver later.
It should be right there.
Hold the flashing light. There.
Did you get it? Oh, it must have turned off.
Oh, shit. Shit, the postages. Some of the Tide Pods that watch you were probably like, what the hell is he doing with all those adjustments? Ruh-roh, Raggy. Stand back. Never mind. Now you got her wedged.
I see that.
There we go. Keepers are both down in there.
They are? Cool.
Keep-a-laters.
Mm-hmm.
This is yours too. Your cameraman and flashlight guys, stay there.
Alright. Just so you guys can see what we're trying to do. That little groove right there, there's a groove inside those keepers. That's where they have to go.
I'm just going to bring this whole spoon over there.
You are?
Grease. Spot I can set it. You want me to get a paper towel or just set it on the desk or right here maybe?
Get a paper towel. We'll use that piece of paper right there.
That one?
Yeah.
I Save Tractor one?
Yeah, I'll just use the back of it.
Okay. Now, flashlight guy, I need flashlightation right there. And you're going to need the camera lightation right there too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna get my fat porker fingers down in there. My Sasquatch fingers. We might need someone without Sasquatch fingers.
We might.
Where's the wag? There's not one. Where's the rag?
Use.
Try something different. Can a fella or fellette get up there? Yeah, it's gonna fall off. Where's the groove in here, little bubbas? Not enough grease, need some more. You know, you're doing the next valve, so pay attention.
Yay.
I've already done 2 of your valves.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, gender darn bunny bitch looking fuck. Yeah, I know, it's gonna end up in there like bleep, 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 bleep.
Yep.
Dang it, stop turning. Your gosh darn How about... No, don't do that, Nick.
Wah. It's blurred anyway, so you don't gotta worry about it.
I ain't worried about it, you are.
Good.
Flash 'em lights, sir. Fender bunnies. Your screwdriver's a pile of monkey dick.
It's got a magnet to it. Need one that's not magnetized.
Yeah, I can't reach. Get in there. I think it's in the hole, actually. No, stay. No, stay. No. Where's the other one? Yeah, that didn't stay.
Didn't.
No, dang there. Maybe. Maybe. Need more grease jerks. Thunder gosh darn bunny looking. John, I'm gonna kill your engine.
No.
That kind of sounds amazing.
Not really.
Ah, it fell, didn't it? Now they both did.
What is it?
It's a semi.
It's a semi?
Well, that's not good. I don't know if the fellows and fellettes on there could hear it, but I could.
I always hear semis go by on the camera, so I know they did.
Yeah, but I don't know if they heard what it was doing. How about... Got a needle nose?
Over there in the drawer. The one closest to the tractor. There we go. Now it's a matter of OSHA violations and getting down.
Why don't you put this down?
You can't. No matter how many times you attempt it, I think I broke the mechanism.
Nice. Well, your turn, China virus.
View like so.
Remember, the skinny end goes toward the top of the valve.
Yep.
I wonder if they make a tool for doing this too.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to get on Evil Bay.
Damn it. Man, son of a bitch.
Do some checolating. Takes too much concentrations.
I need something with a magnet. That's what we need.
Well, then it gets stuck to other stuff in there. Moves the keep-emers around.
I know.
Keep-elators.
I might potentially have it. Actually, maybe not. I need the flathead screwdriver to push on this.
Where is it?
Give that a little.
Here's a screwdriver. The flathead's on the other side here.
Let me see.
Which one you want?
Give that a little.
You want the bigger hammer?
Yeah. A little pry. Did that valve just move? Yes, it did. Well, that one's in.
One doesn't
Both
count.
of them look like they're in. Try releasing on it.
Double check it. Nope. That one come out.
Of course, it's not gonna. Can you swing it around so that this is on the other side?
It requires taking everything back apart and readjusting everything though.
I see.
I can do this.
All right, Mr.
See?
Flashlight.
See what I'm saying? With the other kind, you couldn't do this as well.
What other kind?
The one you were looking for.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the better kind. Oh.
Where's Where's the other keeper?
Probably down in there somewhere. Okay,
There
that's
it
the
is.
real one.
This is a nuisance.
Took us like 3 hours to do the ones on your other engine. No, it didn't take that long. It took like an hour for both valves.
Let's see.
But there was like 6 of us taking turns at trying it. I'd
Let's-
try it for 10 minutes. Fuck, goddamn motherfucker, your turn.
Yeah.
Blake would try it for a little while, and Joey would try it for a little while, and some of the other queers would try it.
Better start making phone calls.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, Blake, you want to come over here and do this? No, fuck you. Or
Blake's
it's going to
at
be, oh, that's right. Well, it's going to be, why? What are you trying to do? Put valves in. No, fuck you. Hang up the phone.
We're putting
Hey!
keepers in. We need some little fingers. Fuck you.
Call Joey. Oh, he didn't want to talk to me.
You
Hey!
don't want to talk to me either.
Oh. Hey, Joey, I need your assistance. With what? Michael said something about you helped put the keepers in my engine that's in the 60. Let me stop you right there. Hell no. Hang up the phone. Well, let's see, who else can I harass?
Josh. He'd lose the keepers though.
Yeah. Hey, Josh, I need your assistance. With what? You'll find out.
Be like, come here, Josh. Get some fucking Gorilla Glue. Give me your fingers. We only have one chance, so you have to sit still for like an hour for the glue to dry. What? Glue. Hey!
You gotta rip
Get it in there. Okay, Josh, we got it tight. Rip your fingers off.
You gotta rip his fingers out and the skin comes off with him. Oh man, that would be a bitch.
It'd hurt like a bitch. The hell with the brick. Oh well.
Oh,
Would you quit dropping them? I see it. Reach your left hand forward.
yeah.
You're lucky my peepers caught it. Now quit dropping them. Stay over the desk. Stand with your belly against the desk. There you go.
Let's give this another attempt. I'm gonna whistle and diesel these keepers.
How?
I'll find a way.
That machine's not going to hurt them if you put it through it. Sean, maybe we should buy some squatted truck from Whistle and Diesel. You have a chance of winning 50 grand.
I thought about buying one off him just to have something that was on his channel, but I don't know if I want to do that or not.
Dude, I'd like to win 50 grand, but
The only thing
you know
I
what
have,
the chances are of winning 50 grand?
right?
Slim to zero.
The only thing I have against him doing that to those squatted trucks, already people are panicking. The only thing I have against him doing that,
They're just
that's a lie. Against
Now
him,
you have a lot of comments.
like I said, against him doing that is those people are going to see that and it's going to encourage them to start making more.
It's illegal now.
Just to piss every. Oh, really?
You didn't watch his entire video? Bands Carolina squash, remember?
No, I watched the entire video, but I didn't see it in that video. It was in that video?
Yeah.
I must not have seen that.
You were probably editing.
I probably was. So let's see.
I'm starting all your head bolts so you don't lose them. I've stuck them in a few threads because around here I can see them disappearing in a hurry.
Going in something else.
Yeah, that too. I need a bolt for this.
Well, that valve, that keeper's in.
Well, one don't count. You got to get two, which is why it's hard.
I know.
One is easy. You just stick it to your finger and
Well,
stick-a-late it in there.
possibly they are both potentially in.
Possibly, potentially.
The one on bottom might have gravity against it.
I'm gonna say that neither of them are in.
Neither of them are in now.
Doesn't look like it.
Great.
I got the top one in. I think I might have the bottom one in.
Is it in? Are they in?
No, it fell out.
I knew that
Why don't
wasn't
you
a
take a
good
look?
sound. I don't see it.
They're inside.
Oh, I figured. But it looked like it was leaning a little bit. I wanted to make sure.
Where is...
So now I got to do the same nightmare over again.
You thought it was bad the first time, just you wait. Now the other spring's in there, you have less room. I'm going to enjoy watching this.
Good.
Finally, you have to do something.
Well, it didn't seem too bad doing it with the pliers. That made it a hell of a lot easier, I'm sure.
Don't lose them valve capelators. No, I don't think I quite saw. Here it is. Not going to hand it to you. Put more grease than that on them pliers.
Yeah, let's try that.
Do you have any? Oh, never mind. We'll worry about that later.
Hmm?
Nothing. Just get those in there.
Should be in.
Really? That was quick.
Well, I figured out an idea from the other time.
Wire removed.
Cool.
Yeah,
That
they're
actually-
not in.
What?
They're not in. At
Right.
least one came out.
Shouldn't open my mouth.
Now they're both out? Yep. One's sitting down under and one's on the side of the stoppolator.
Wonder if having all that grease on that stem helped it.
Yeah. You ought to put grease on the stem as well as your fingers.
I figured. So I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna give them a grease bath.
But don't lose track of which side's which because they go in directional.
There we go. Damn it. There we go. Never mind. Start cranking.
Okay.
Did it work? Nope.
Seems not. What the hell? Did we set it in there backwards?
Did we?
Was that the wrong end piece? Something didn't work in that whole setup. That should not have come off. Keepers were both in there.
Yeah.
Sorry, keepalators.
The pliers definitely made it easier though.
Better undo the valve spring while it's in here.
Yeah.
Get off of there, keepalator. I don't want to get shot in the face. No. It should have been the right end.
Huh. So then why didn't it?
Why didn't it take is what I'd like to know. Do you have going on what I think you have going on?
What's that?
You do. You had them set in each other.
Oh, I see.
Hey, that wasn't very polite. Not cool. When I got here, there was a half a dozen does out in the field.
There was? Seeing them around here a lot more lately.
Hunt season's over.
Yeah.
That just doesn't quite look right to me.
No, it really doesn't.
Guess that's how it wants it though. Grab
Must
your
be.
keepalators out of there while this isn't in there.
It must think there's more than two genders, like some people do.
Just looks.
I don't know. Maybe it can't assume
Whatever.
figure out its gender. Like a genderman. Oh boy, I'm gonna get my channel shut down for saying that. Don't worry, the Maniac Mower 2 will be coming out soon. And if I'm lucky, I'll be able to move all my
Vidges.
my old videos there too. I've already got John Lenz 2 on Facebook.
Jeez. Tide Pods and postage stamps. Okie dokie. That was odd.
What?
What it did.
Oh. What, earlier?
Yeah.
Or just now?
Having them stuck together like that.
Well, they might be in now.
You want me to send it?
Go for it.
They're not.
They're not? I
The
didn't
one on
think
that
so.
side's too far that way.
Oh, I almost kept all both of them. I'll have to find out if they make a tool for doing this. Now I must know.
Yeah, me too. And if they do, I must have one.
Magnetic pliers that you can engage and disengage the magnet on.
That's electromagnet, and they'd have to be plugged in. Or have batteries of sorts.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't need to be that strong with a battery,
Yes and no.
in a way.
Alright. There goes. Stay. If you don't quit dropping these, one of these days you're not going to find them, and you're going to be royally. Don't shh me.
The damn...
No, you didn't put enough grease on it. Good thing I brought the whole spoon over. $6 a piece and $4 shipping. Something to that note. And I went with the $6 a piece with a bunch of shipping because then they combined shipping. So 53 or 54 American doll hairs. And, you know, I got 6 of them. They haven't showed up yet though. Still waiting for them in the mail.
Let's see.
Then I'll have those in stock as well. I'm trying to get a bunch of parts in stock that I'll need all the time. That way I can fixolate on people's trash.
Yeah. Well, that one's in.
Good, you want me to turn the valve some?
No.
Might move it.
No.
Okay. You can tidalate. Click yourself. I almost decided not to come over here. But I was so bored, I'm like, yep, I'll just go over there. Might as well get something done.
I was kind of surprised you did. We'll go for it. Let's see what genders we figure out.
I'm going to assume genders and tell you it's not going to work.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Nope. My gender assumption was right.
Yeah, I think I got a little overconfident. There's grease on them though, so they should stay in the
Okay.
thing a little bit easier.
My peepers had an idea.
What's that?
So I pulled the valve up so the one that stayed in stayed,
Yeah.
and I turned it so it's now on the bottom. If I can get something to set that one in when I just bring this out just a touch like this, if I could get that in there somehow, then I'll be in mint condition. See, this magnetical screwy driver may not do the trick. Or it might. I don't know. Magnetical screwy driver.
Did it work?
Piss.
I heard that. So now the cam can go in?
No, these have to go in first.
After those go in, yeah.
Yeah, the cam can go in. See, aren't you glad that I have tools that that I'm nice enough to let you use on?
There it
It's the
is.
second time in the last 3 months
What's
that
that?
you've used on my tool. Good luck finding one of these for yourself. This was the only one on there for sale.
That was?
And it wasn't new. It's new old stock from probably the 80s.
I see.
So
Yeah,
that
that's...
semi is passing a car.
No way. So it's gonna have to be my exhaust for it. For those of you that don't know, there's a little shaft in here that sticks out. That's where the governor goes on. And here's a...
You should have left them up there to look down into it. Oh well.
Yeah, I should have, but I wasn't planning on doing that.
don't see your shimation in here.
See right there, I'm sure you can see it by that tappet.
That is a nice exhaust, except for it's got this dent in it.
It's filming. I'm gonna go upstairs and rob one of them again.
That looks minty. We're lined up good. Okay. There we go. Find anything useful?
Yeah, I don't know what that screw is for, but I'm gonna rob it off from that one upstairs.
What?
It's a Phillips head.
Here, be a pal. That looks like a new piston.
It's not. It's the original one.
Here, be a pal. Come here. See this shim?
Mm-hmm.
Needs to go in between the camshaft and the block there. I think you can get it in there. And then get that through it. I got the other side. Yeah.
Go.
You pull it's out far enough.
I don't know if I can.
Well, this camera makes me look pale. I am a white man now.
Gracious. Need a light.
Lights, camera, action figures sold separately.
Oh, I see where it goes now. Can't really
Filming.
get to it very well. That's gonna have to come out. It looks like the cam gear hit it, and I guess it took it off the shaft down there.
What?
I guess the cam gear hit that governor gear and knocked it off the shaft.
What? It's not sitting on a shaft though, is it?
Yeah,
There shouldn't
and
be anything in there yet. This is.
There's a shaft
Oh,
in.
that's right.
Yeah.
Fluff, I forgot about that. Piss on a potato. Are you sure we got to take it out?
Yeah, unfortunately. Trust me, I don't want to either.
Please tell me it's coming out. It's not.
It's not.
I need like a punch that I'm not worried about putting a hole in the cam with. That one I'm a little, because it's kind of a punch.
Yeah.
I need something flat like a bolt. I don't want to hurt.
Ready?
Yep. There it went.
If you're wondering why we have to take this back out, we got to get to that governor.
This is a royal bitch fit to get in here. just barely goes. I think I have more luck if I take this out. Oh yeah, by far. Okay, I'm not gonna leave that sitting there. I'm gonna take it all the way out. Okay, those are both out.
You guys see? Yes, you can. So we got to get to the governor.
I think when we put this back together, we're going to turn this shaft around. Maybe. Yes, I'd like to try that.
All right. I need the flashlight holder.
Where's the flashlight? There it is. Once it gets colder, we should play Minecraft.
So now I need this. Hopefully it's easier to get in there with the
Thing gone. I think my governor's still in. I better check. It should be. He shouldn't have taken it out. I'm gonna be mad if he did.
Tell me I put that in there upside down. No, I didn't.
No, mine should be in there, because that's in there.
Then after that, goes in. And I'll show you guys how to adjust the governor, so don't worry about it too much.
You didn't show them how to put it in. What if they wanted
They
to know how to put it in?
watched. Did you guys watch? You better have watched.
They watched, but they can't see exactly, and they can't see on the other side.
Oh, your thumb's in the way.
My thumb's not in the way.
So-
my thumb's pointing.
Go over that way. Just move your finger. Let me see the flashlight actually. So here's how it goes. That governor right there, there's a
Nice
little...
hand.
Okay, here, I've got an idea. There's a shaft back here behind in here in the casting of the block. You take this and you put it on that shaft in there. There's a little plate right here with the shaft that goes in front of this, and there's a little nook in here that this little arm goes into. Once you do that, this is on there, and then you go over here and there's a little brass nut on the other side. I'm sure you guys have seen it and know what I'm talking about. And there's also a little spacer that goes inside of there behind that little brass nut. I don't know if you can see it or not through this hole.
No.
Okay, I'll show them later. Now I need to tighten that
Just
down.
Insert picture of what you're talking about. Right here.
So now what I need to do is run upstairs and grab the screw. I'm not exactly sure what the screw's for, but I think it holds something or tightens something down. I don't fucking know. So I need to run upstairs and grab that. And then after I do that, we should be ready
To put the cam back in.
Yep. So we will be right back. So here is what I'm going to do. As you can see right there is that brass piece. This is the screw. I'm going to take this screw, shove it in. Okay. That's not good. Threads might need to be cleaned up. Now that I have restored these threads, we're just going to take it, shove it in. Oh, it definitely feels like it's going. I wonder what the hell it's hitting on, making it thread in so hard. Oh well, that's as good as it's gonna get. So that's tight. Now I gotta tighten this. One of these wrenches is not like the others. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, one of them's the right one. With
Potentially, possibly.
15, 16, is that what that said? No, that's too
13.
big. Try another size down.
3/4. That's it. I don't know how tight it needs to be, so I'm just gonna.
Well, it's brass, so it's
Give it
not
the
super
extra.
strong.
Yeah. I just gave it a little extra torque. So yeah.
He gave it its torque spec. 3 ugga-duggas.
So now we're just gonna flip the engine back around and.
That's not good.
What's not good?
That shouldn't just like sitting there. It should fall out when you turn it over.
We're just gonna pretend that it's supposed to be like that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna fuck with it if it's gonna work.
Crunch. Don't ask, I don't know. Put them both in. Oh yeah. Once you start it, it'll work. Because it'll have oil on it.
That's true. Now I should get some engine assembly lube, but nah, we don't need it. Engine oil works. So the governor assembly, everything should be in for that.
Here, little boy. What's so funny, John? Nothing.
I'll run up there and see if I can find one.
Uh-oh. Oh, oh. Come on. Come on, you. John's gonna have a lot of bleeping to do. Come on. John, what is going on around here?
No idea.
No.
The range you want for the exhaust is in between 17 and 19. I've been told a couple times you're supposed to have it at 17, but I don't really think it matters. You want them right in the middle. This one here is our exhaust.
Because 1,000 is going to matter a whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it's in spec.
Let's see here.
If you go 16, it'll matter.
Cannot get that to mount.
Oh, push the keepers, or the, God damn it. You know what I'm talking about. Push them down, they were a little stiff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Get a screwdriver.
Yeah, that won't go in. So I need to adjust that down. There we go. Swing that around a little bit. And we'll come in here with our wrench and... Which way do I want to go? I want to go that way. I want to... There we go. That definitely helped a lot. Oh, look at that. So now I want to come in here with this one. And then go up here to this bolt. I want to, like so, do that. That feels alright, but I'm just going to bring it in a shy shade more. Just to satisfy my needs. A little bit more.
Satisfy your needs. Now, John, that doesn't sound like the thing.
It's got a little bit of slack on it, which you do want. You do want to have a little bit of tension on it when you try to move it. I do want to come in a little bit more though, just to You don't need to go a lot. I think I want a little too much. I think that's at 17 right now. Let's just back off a smidge. That's too loose. Let's do that. That's just right. That's right where I want it. So now, I'm going to do it again just to make sure that it's... There we go. I like that.
You like that?
Mm-hmm. So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab my 8.
Do that long, just one valve.
Doesn't normally take that long, but you want it to be exact. Here is my 8. Wait a minute, that looks a little bit too thin.
That's pretty good.
That might not need to be adjusted, but I do want to tighten it up anyway because it seems a little loose. Over here. And I'm gonna, if I can get this where I want it to be, I'm just gonna do it with that out. That should be tight enough. Probably not even a quarter turn. Perfect. That right there is perfect. Actually, this ended up moving on me. I'll come back. Should have left it where I had it. There we go. That's fine. There we go. Speaking of breather, where is the breather? It's sitting on
Right
that.
here.
Where?
Breathe in there.
So I want this. I need the gasket first. Right here it is. And right there is the hole. This little drain hole right here, you want that on bottom. And that's gonna go on there like so. And then,
Did you do this, John?
no,
Whoever did it, it was a bad idea. That's supposed to be against there for a filter.
see. Here's the reed valve.
I think. Sounds right. I guess I'll have to leave it in there. They put some effort into getting it in there. I had to cut the inside off some.
Let's leave it, it should be fine. I'm missing something.
Yeah, the filter.
No, not the filter, the filter's right there.
What's left of it? Did
Oh,
you
well.
clean this?
No, I'm not going to. I don't want it to fall apart.
Oh, the washing machine. I mean, what?
So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this on like so. This is your reed valve. And after I do that, I'm going to grab
Filter?
my nice brand new filter, fresh out of the box. And I'm going to take that, put it like
Fresh out
so.
of the trash can. More like it. Shut.
I feel
No.
like I'm missing something, but I don't think I am.
How about the gasket and then the cup?
I feel like there's something that comes, that's too thick. That's not gonna work for me.
Use the old one.
There we go.
I'd rather the thicker one.
Well, I should have left it on there, but
Not too late.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, are you sure you have that in the right direction?
This, yeah.
No, dummy, you're covering your butt, Mom. There you go.
And we'll do this like so. Need the screw on that. Where's it?
Oh,
It's a 1/2 inch nut.
oh,
Maybe it's in that bin. If you can't find it, upstairs on the pallet there's a 10-horse that I pulled the...
Is this nut that'll fit? I recognize that nut. It's for something specialty, but I don't remember what.
It doesn't look like the one I need, but I'll...
Is it thread?
Yeah, threads.
Maybe it's it.
I don't normally do 200 series or 300 series motors. I only ever do 100 series. Like the 140s and so on and so forth. So I want that on there. I'm gonna go probably right to there.
Snug, but not too tight.
Not bent or nothing.
What
That
I would
looks
do is
fine.
finger tighten it and go half a turn or something. The only problem is those are so chintzy.
Yeah, I know. So now we want to grab, where the fuck is it? There it is. This gasket. I need the 4 bolts for that. It should just be in that yellow thing.
These bolts?
Yep, it's those bolts.
This one's a little longer. I don't remember what it's for. Oh, that would be more.
So now I'll take that and
Now we can find hardware better. There's another one. And here's another one. Here's 3 more.
so I'll take these and I'll put them on here.
Couple lights in there. I still have that yellow thing. That works a lot better now.
Yeah. We'll get everything on this side that needs to be put on first. And then after we're done on this side, I'll go to the other side and start putting things on. We'll put the points on, the points plunger.
You're going to need a new set of points. Or I would put a new set of points. This one's kind of gutting in here.
I'll fix them temporary. Temporarily permanent.
This. Some more points. That's good. That's probably supposed to be.
Start threading, there we go. I now want...
You're going to put this set of points back on it?
Yep, I am.
Well, clean it up.
I will. This work? 7/6.
This is only a hair country. Hey, John. Remember that governor bolt that you went and found?
Oh, I see. Oh, well, I have an extra. There we go.
Found the correct one out of that motor.
Mm-hmm.
You might have.
Nah, I've already got this one in there. I'm not fucking with it.
Oh yeah. Whew.
Should have grabbed those tools in there I was looking at earlier. I'd have had an extension for this.
I will be going home before it gets dark, just so you know.
Alright,
Preferably before it gets too cold.
alright.
I ain't trying to slip and slide my way home. If
Yeah,
it
I
gets
don't-
icy before I leave, I'll swap the hose before I leave.
I don't blame you.
Those look like the nuts for the clutch.
If I was you personally, I'd have left after them valve springs were put in, but I can't blame you for sticking around. And I'm sure you're glad to be out of the house.
smells kind of funny in here. I think it's getting cool enough. I'm gonna go grab them.
Yeah, and close that big door.
Put it on and start warming it up. What?
Close that big door. Huh. There we go. There we go. And our final, there we go. So now, grab our fuel pump. I think I tested this pump and I think it worked.
Well, that's specialty or somebody cut it. Probably somebody cut it. It's not seen.
There we go. And there we go.
That's fine, dude.
That's on. The goal is to get everything put back on here today except for the rings, because I apparently never ordered rings, or I can't find them. Nothing's replaced. Put a new line on it while I'm here.
It must be maybe to the.
Come on off there.
Why would you take it off? Leave it on.
Look at how hard this line is.
So what?
I want to get it off so I
Are
can.
you gonna put a new one on?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a new one on.
Get one of your knives and slice right here, and then it'll come off.
That door out there's still open.
I know. It's 'cause it's warmer outside than it is in here.
Open that big door over there.
Yep. Concrete is main and does that.
So now,
Unless you have heated concrete,
right.
which sounds expensive to me. I'm sure that's going to be long enough.
Well, we'll find out.
It has to go down, then come back up.
Oh, well. I got a wire on there for now, at least.
Yeah, you can always crimp another one to it.
Well, even the benches were in here sweating the other day too.
That doesn't surprise me.
Nice though, it tells you that it's warming up. I'm glad to finally have warm weather.
Here's some white wire. Even right here. I'm gonna put it back under here if you hunt for it. I'm gonna set this with it under in this cart, okay?
Yeah.
They're both together, you should be able to find them okay. It's 20 or 4.
What's your temperature say it is outside? And then after this is put on, we should be able to put our fuel make it happener on. What?
302 between Old Lincoln Way and Silver Road is closed due to flooding.
That's up there.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I ran upstairs and I grabbed the screws I need to put the fuel make it happener on. So I will be putting that on here quick. Mike left. He's heading home. Weather's supposed to get bad here soon, so he left. Let's get that. Yeah. Should be able to actually just take this off the... Oh, well, it broke. I was going to try to save this, but it just broke on me. Actually, what broke? That broke. Oh, well. I like those thick gaskets, but I guess I'm not going to be able to use it. I guess that's fine. Take this up front, clean it with the wire wheel. Probably that too, then I'll be back. Took that carb up front, and I got the surface cleaned as well as that one. It appears it doesn't come with a thicker gasket. I wish it would, but oh well. I'll put that one on there. The thicker ones tend to hold up longer than the thinner gaskets do for these. So after we get everything out here put on, we can go on ahead and get the crank put in. That's what I should have did while he was here. Had a second spotter for it. Oh well. It's not hard to put a crank in. Had another set of eyes and a hand to hold the flashlight. Oh well. Hopefully this is going to be one video. I don't know how much footage I have, but I've had to change the camera a few times, battery a few times, so guess we'll have to see where we end up. I'm not going to put the crank in just yet because I don't have that front on the engine at the moment. I will probably do that after I get that front shroud put on the front of the engine. Hopefully this will be one video, getting this engine back into running shape. Should be, more than likely it won't be. It might end up being split into 2 or 3. Depending how long it is. I probably got a lot of footage in today. I still would like to know why this was taken apart as far as it was, when really all it needed done was you know what, it just came to me. I haven't honed that cylinder yet. To be honest with you, I don't really think it needs honed, so oh well. The whole motor's going to have to come back apart to hone it. That way all the metal shavings can be pulled out of it while it's taken apart. Oh well. This bolt over here feels like it's having an attitude problem. There we go. That's nice and tight. I'll come over here and crank on that a little bit with this. I think it's been a little while since this engine has been together. That's probably why I was having issues with that. I feel like these are the ones that... Yes, they are. They are the ones that go in those holes right there. And then these are what hold the... These are what hold on the air cleaner cover to the engine. Like that. And that one goes in like so too. There we go. Now I need the one for the top. And then I will show you guys how to put the governor arm on. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this up to my carb. I'm going to do that. That's closed all the way. Good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this wide open all the way. What you want to do is take a pair of pliers and come over here and move this back and forth a few times like so. You want to go till you hear it click. Then what I do is I'll adjust it back all the way with it wide open like that. As you can see, like this. Right there. That's where it needs to stay. Now that I have it there, I'm going to come down here and try to tighten on this bolt without it moving. That is how you set your governor. For those of you who don't know how to set it, that's how you do it. Now I'm going to tighten this down here up. I was asked how to do that, so I figured I'd show it on camera. So if you know somebody looking for a guide on how to do a key series Kohler, there you go. This video hopefully will help you out. I think it's too tight to check, but even though I'd still do it anyway. There we go. There we go. So that's nice and tight. Once we get the engine put back together, that should work. Everything is just about ready. I cannot think of anything else that we really have to do except for put the crank in, and after we put the crank in, we'll put this plate up here on the front. And then after that plate is put on the front, oh, we got to do the bearings. We got to put bearings in it. Speaking of. So I guess let's go on ahead and do that next. Oh, we can hook this up while we're looking at it and questioning things. Like that and hook it up. You know, now that I think about it, I shouldn't have put this cover on just yet. Until I had the crank in and timed. That way I could, well, I can take it back off still. I can still do that. So I guess I'm safe. There we go. That's on, that's on. Well, the governor is adjusted correctly. That's in, that's in. Need to put the bearing in back here. I need to put the front plate on. I need to put the crank back in it. And then after I put the crank back in it, everything should be done. Except for putting the piston in. I need to get rings for the piston. I don't have a set of rings for whatever reason. I might have one in the house. I'll have to look. Put that over there. We also need a seat or seal. One of these. I believe it is this one that we need for the back. Nope, the other one, this one. I'll put that in after I get the crank in, but I just wanted to make sure I had it, that way I knew that I did. So now, let me grab, what do I want to do next? I probably want to go ahead with putting the bearing in. That's right. We gotta put this bearing in. I did clean up the bearings. This is one of our bearings right here. Moves nice. Didn't really move very well before. Now it moves really nice. Doesn't move side to side, which is good. So I'm just gonna take it and we'll stick it. I wish you guys could see. I'm gonna go back here, drop my seal on the floor, and after I do that, I'm going to come in here through the front, and I'm gonna stick it in this little nook right here. Yeah, that probably would have been easier if that, damn it, if the camshaft wasn't there. Man, how many things can I not do with the camshaft in there? Can't put it in that way. Damn it. We hit a headache. We have hit a problem. I might be able to. Yeah, that cam is going to be in my way of putting in this bearing. Well, shit. Well, I'm not proud to admit it, but I had to take the crank back out in order to put that bearing back in it. I didn't film it. I was kind of pissed. One thing that we can do since I have this back apart is I never honed out that cylinder. And I actually would like to do that because I have the crank out and it would be easier to rinse the engine out now rather than later. So I get my hone. And I will get this. Actually, before I do this, I would like to take this in the house and rinse it. So I will do that, and then after I do that, I will bring you guys back. So I ran in the house and I cleaned this up. I just took a bucket, filled it with water, and just ran it around like that. Warm water. It actually cleaned up those stones quite nicely, as you can see. So I'm happy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in here. That might be a little too tight. There we go. Ready? Let's see how it looks. Where is my flashlight? I can already see it. I don't think I really did much. Whoa. I definitely think I need to go over that again. Maybe this time I'll actually tighten that up a little. Trying to wonder if I was going fast enough or not. I don't want to come out of the bore. I don't want to come out the bottom of the bore either. So I'm just trying to be a little bit careful. I shouldn't have done that. So yeah. I mean, that's probably about as good as I'm gonna get it. Again, I don't know what it's supposed to look like. I don't think it's supposed to look like that. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I mean, it looks okay, but I don't think that's what it's supposed to look like. Oh well. I guess it'll work. Let me grab some towels and I'll wipe that out real good and make sure I get all the shavings out of it. And then after I get all the shavings out of it, we'll put the cam back in it. Well guys, I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit it, but I just learned a valuable lesson. As you guys saw, I took the camshaft out, or earlier in the video we were trying to put the bearing in, but we couldn't get the bearing to go in. I screwed up, and I guess Mike and I never really thought about this when we were putting this thing back together. This bearing right here was out of the engine. In order to put the bearing in, the crank has to be out, and in order to hone the cylinder out, the cam has to be out. Well, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just had to take the cam back out to put this bearing in and hone the cylinder, and then I just had to put the cam back in, and that was the biggest pain in the ass I have ever had to do. So, what we are going to do is we are going to have to put the points plunger back in because I took it out. And then after we do that, we're going to have to put the crank in, get everything timed where it needs to be, and after we get this thing timed, we'll put this front cover on it and get everything else all set and ready to go. So that way now all we have to do is wait for my rings to get here, and after my rings get here we can put everything back together. So let me get this to the timing marks. I was afraid of that. I have to pick up on this in order to find them. There's, nope, that's not one. Where's my timing marks? There's one right there. There we go. Oh, and of course never mind, the valves aren't open. Well, what's it wanting to sit on? Weird. Well, right there's my timing mark, or one of my timing marks right here on that tooth. Now I feel like that should be down a little bit more, like so. So let me grab my crank. I hope I'm not making a mistake doing this. Oh, actually, before we do that, we should put the seal in. The seal that goes back here. All I'm going to do, this is the side that faces out. This side faces in. I'm just going to take it. Actually, I think I should wait until the crank is in, but I'm just going to put it in now. You want it to go in to the point that it is just inside the block, like so. So now it's in the flush with the block. You guys can't see it. You'll see it here in a little bit. So now we take the crank. I'm going to pull this. That won't come out. So I don't remember which timing mark you want. I think it's this one. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it through. So now we just need to line up our marks. Where's my flashlight? There it is. I just want to take and line that mark up with that mark, which is going to be a pain. I actually should have took this side cover off to do it. Let me get this in a little closer. You know, this is a dead blow hammer, but I really don't want to damage that. There we go. Let's try this. that not want to go through now all of a sudden? Went through earlier. That's weird. Oh, we're hitting on that. I see. So everything's there where it needs to be. I'll probably end up having to take the side cover back off. I don't know if it'll help me see. I don't know if it'll help me see where the timing marks are or not. But I just need to line those marks up, and once I get those marks lined up, I should be all set. As much as I want to bring you guys down, I can't. No, I can't. So you're stuck right there for right now. Actually, I want to bring this down just a little. That cover might have to come off. I think I can go in now and I'll be fine. Right there. They're in the line right there. But I feel like it doesn't look right to me. Get that key out. That way it doesn't fall out, but I don't think it's going to fall out with how much trouble it's giving me. But just in case. There it goes. Whatever can stay. So, I don't know why it's giving me so much trouble, but apparently it wants to. Let me get that lined up with that. The other thing is the gear on this crank goes angled. The teeth angle on here. So you gotta take that into consideration too. Right there looks just about right. So I'm gonna get it in, and then I'm gonna get it close. And after I get it close, I'm gonna take another peek and just make sure that everything in there still looks good. Where is a camera that I can use? You know, I do have a press. I could put it in with the press. Maybe we'll try that next. Ready? Let me make sure that I'm still in line. I'm not. I now look to be right there. So now I will give it another hit. It seemed like it started to want to go in a little bit easier after I helped it. I think we're hitting on it. I think we're hitting on that cam right now. Yes, we are. Right there. Actually, that's off. Where do I want? Let me get this cover off the side of here so I can move that. Because I need to move the cam gear in order to get it where I want it. Well, here's an update for everybody. I got the camshaft in and the crankshaft in. The crankshaft is timed. Everything now is good and set and ready to go. I'm going to carefully hit this down back into that groove. That's not what I wanted to do, but it had to come out anyway for that other thing to go in there. Cool. So now, let's grab the front cover to the engine. Do I want to put that on there yet? Yeah, I guess so. Let's get that front cover and we'll put that front cover on, and after we get that front cover put on, so I don't remember, did I ever put a seal? I think I need to put a seal on this. This one right here. And it goes in like so. Can you all see? There you go. Maybe I should put that on there when it's on the engine. Let's figure out what we need to have this, how much play we need to have in the crank. You're supposed to have a little bit of slack in it, not a whole. I'm not exactly sure how much. These little paper gaskets are shims. These right here. You take your shims and you stick them in there if you need more, or if you have excessive crank play, and then just put them in there until you don't get excessive crank play. I shouldn't need them, but again, you really never know. So I'm going to stick them over there. I need to find, there it is. And then right here is the gasket that goes right here. And then those shims will follow it if I need them. So yeah, I'm going to put this like so. Oh, you didn't even see that. These are the shims right here. They're just little pieces of paper. They'll go behind this gasket if they need to. They're meant to get play out of the crankshaft. I shouldn't need them right now, but you never know. So I need to I was told that I should put RTV on here, but I've never really used any sealers or anything on my engines. I know other people that do, but I've never had an issue using no RTV. That's what the gaskets are for. The gaskets are supposed to be, you know, what seal your engine, and if they're not sealing it, then they're not very good. So yeah. Let's get this on here. There it goes. So now, where it did, there it is. So now I want to put these two in. So that way they hold that gasket. And once I get these in, I'll tighten them down and we'll just see how they do. How much the crank moves back and forth. I don't think it'll move a whole bunch, but again, you never know until you get everything put together and find out. So currently the step that we are on. Why does that look like it's off by a little bit? There we go. There it goes. Now it's threading. So we need to take that out. Stick it in. There we go. So I'm going to use those two to get that to go on there like it should. I believe them to be 9/16. And we'll just come over here with this and get them on. Right now all I want to do is pull this cover down and get it to pull this cover down onto the block. And it looks like we might have done that already. So a little more. Same with this one. Wish I had an engine stand. Well, I don't know if they make engine stands for these. There we go. Doesn't move. So I would say it's fine. Well, I bet you these are for if you need to put more play in that. I think we should be fine though. Still moves. The crank is moving the cam, so that's good. And the piston's going down and compression coming up to let out the exhaust, going down. Now we are getting stuff in the cylinder. I feel like that valve should have already closed. I feel like our timing might be off a smidge. I feel like that should have closed already as the piston was starting to come up. It was just down at the bottom doing this, and this was just starting to close. So I wonder exhaust works. Actually, intake is just now starting to open as the piston's going down. And it's closed. Actually, no, it might be fine. You have to remember though at the same time that piston, the crank moves around but the piston's not moving. I forgot about that. So yeah, that should be okay. And this isn't moving. Feels like it's got a little bit of a move to it, but it should be okay. So I'm just gonna put this on over here. I should have stuck one or two of those shims on there actually before I put that on there. I really probably should put a shim or two in it, but there we go. Then we'll come over here and get this guy in. Engine's timed though, which is nice. And everything's all put back together. It's going in tight because it's hitting on this cover a little bit. Once it gets past the cover, it'll be fine. There it goes. There we go. Let me just give these the final torque. Click. 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 There we go. All of them clicked. They're all tight. That's good. I don't know what the torque spec is, but according to my torque wrench right here, it knew. So yeah. So now we need our stator. And you know, oh, just great. You gotta have that off in order to put the stator. Damn it. You know, I forgot about that. So, maybe once I get the piston in, I'll take that. Unless I can get it in now. Maybe once I get the piston in there, that way the crank doesn't come out of being timed. Well, I'll do that actually. I'm just going to leave it alone for right now. And then when I get the piston put in there, I'll take this front cover back off if I remember. That way I can put the stator on and get everything run through here. That's where everything goes for the stator. No, I could just cut the wire off of the stator. Actually, no, yeah, I could. But I'd rather not. So, I'm not going to. I'm just going to do it like this. There we go. Front's on the engine. Crank's in. Like I said before, I'm just going to wait until I have the piston rod in and piston. And then maybe when I take this off, I'll put a shim or two in there before I put it back together. So let's put the carb on. Man, this thing is coming together quick. And then after we get that carb put on there, everything should be all set and ready to go. So now we will get, I already timed the, let's see, the engine's timed. I adjusted the governor. I showed you guys how to do the governor. We did the valves. I showed you how to do the valves. Man, this is coming along great. Hopefully this engine will run. And it'll run right. It should run and it should run right. The goal was to get it all put together and running yesterday. But of course, you know, it just so happens that my piston rings are still not here that I ordered a month ago. And they should have already been here, so. And the thing on it said made in USA. So, on eBay, Evil Bay, it said made in USA, Evil Bay, because it makes you buy stuff. And so I ordered them, and you know, now I'm getting a message saying they're just now crossing the border. So why the hell would they just be crossing the border if they were made in USA? So I looked at it and it said made in USA again on the listing. And so I went over to the little window where it said shipped, and it said coming from China, or shipped in from a Chinese whatever ship boat. So of course, that's great. That's the perfect way to scam you. So I want to move this over so that I can get to the screw, but of course I can't. There we go. maybe I'll get a picture of this later and I'll post it on my community tab for you guys, just to tell you, just to tease a little bit and say, hey, the engine's done, or partway done. Video will be coming out soon. I don't know when, but it'll be coming out soon. I don't know what day you guys are seeing this, but today is February 18th, 2022. Today is actually my dad's birthday. He would have been 58 today if he was still here. It's not exactly the easiest day of the year for me, but you know, you gotta celebrate the accomplishments when you can. So I told him a happy birthday this morning, and I hope he's enjoying it wherever he's at right now. Losing a parent, you know, a lot of people wonder about it, but nobody, you know, that was 7. That explains that. You know, it's never easy to lose a parent. I was 16 years old when my dad passed away. This was actually his shop, the barn that I'm using now. Right here used to be a CNC machine where I'm standing. You know, it's not easy. And you get all these people, I've had it happen. You get people that say, I know how you feel. Oh, really? Because last time I checked, it seems like everybody who I've talked to that has lost their parent, their mother or father, tells me it seems like everybody feels different. In a different, it strikes you in a different way. You're not the exact same as how other people feel, but you do have an idea as to how they feel. And it's not a group I want to be a part of, but I don't really have a choice anymore. You know, so I am a part of the group, which it's really unfortunate. But you know, I've learned a lot from this experience. I've learned that if you let it keep you down and you know you don't get out and do anything, you just let the sorrow and the sadness keep pulling you down and ruining the day, you won't get nowhere. You know, I let that happen to me for a year. And I figured it out the hard way. I had to get off my ass and quit being so damn sad and go do something, you know. And so I started doing stuff. I started coming out here and messing with these. And actually, before I started messing with tractors, I was working on sewing machines just to do something in the house, you know. That way I wouldn't be out during the cold, which I am now. I do enjoy doing this. I also enjoy doing those sewing machines. I do still have them and I do still work on them. So yeah. I wasn't expecting this to be a parenting video, but I guess it never a bad time at all to, you know, say something. Maybe somebody out there is like me and they're currently going through this. Okay, so why don't you want to? I don't think he'd be very thrilled with me right now. I'm sure he wouldn't care, but he probably wouldn't be too thrilled with me. The way that I turned out. I don't know. Although he did similar stuff to this, so he probably wouldn't care. He'd have probably said, you know, I expected this. So, I don't know. He did similar things to this, though. He liked to do this stuff. But he mainly just ran his machines. Usually he'd just send he'd send stuff like this to somebody else to do, but I don't have that kind of money, and I like doing this stuff myself. And then knowing Dad, if it was something simple, he would sit down and mess with it and work on it. He had that mechanical mindset to him. I think I got it from him. I think he's the one that I got it from. My grandfather on my mom's side was a mechanic before he passed away. He worked on cars and stuff like that, but I don't know if I got it from him or I got it from my dad. I think I got it from both. I guess two wrongs do make a right. So I want to break that line. Where? So yeah. There we go. So now we got to put this bolt in here. And then after we get that one in, there we go. We should be good to go. So, yeah, today would have been 58 years, like I said before. He was 53 when he passed away. So there we go. That's done. So cool. So now, what we need to do is I need to take them points back off there so that I can get the plunger back in, because I had to take the plunger out. And then after we take the plunger and put the plunger back underneath the points, actually I could go in there now and while I'm thinking about it, put that seal in the front. Unless I'd rather wait. I actually should just say I'd rather wait, because I will be taking that cover back off there anyway. Go and turn. Oh, that's right. This one's why is this one such a pain? There we go. That's loose. There we go. See, we didn't even have to take that one out. You just loosened it and moved it. So there we go. That one's in. That one's in. I'm starting to wonder how many people are actually watching these videos all the way. I don't really think very many people do. They probably just skip all the way through. If you're watching, let me know. So let's get this. What else needs to be done? Now I need to get the piston rings. And after I get the piston rings, I should be all set and ready to go. And then after I am all set and ready to go, the engine can be dropped into the tractor. You know, I could put the air box on if I wanted. Nah, I can't, because then I'd have to take it back off to put the governor spring on. So yeah, I can't do that right now. So I guess for right now, this is where I'm going to have to leave it. I'll probably end up making this two parts. Part one will be putting the engine together, getting the crank and everything put in the engine. And then more than likely part two is going to be getting the engine fully put back together and running. because I can imagine that this video is probably pretty long right now. Each clip I've looked at has been about 30 minutes long or 20 minutes long. So there's going to be a lot of editing that has to be done to this video. More than likely. I'm probably going to end up taking a lot out, as well as trying to shrink it down as much as I can. I think I'm going to have to make another part to this video. If I do, then I hope you guys understand. And plus, I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and wait for those rings to get here. I'm going to have to wait. You guys probably want to see this video right away. I want to thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If I get those rings before Sunday or next Sunday, I will finish this engine this week in this one video, if I can. If I can't, well then, today I guess we will just finish another day. Another day, another project. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're seeing this, more than likely I'm ending the video here. I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully in the next video we will be getting this engine put back together and getting everything in it so it's ready to run. I think that everything is pretty much done that needs to be done, all except for the piston as well as the piston rings need to go into the engine. I don't have rings. I do have the old rings, but I'm not putting them back in there. No, this is actually not a new piston. This is the old piston. I cleaned it up. I stuck it in some old gas as well as used a Scotch-Brite pad, and I cleaned it up real good. As you can see, it never looks like it's run before until you look at this. And there's a mark right there. I don't know what that mark is for. I feel like it's the way the engine should face, or the piston. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. So yeah, we didn't quite get it running today, but we got close. So looking forward to next video. Take care, guys. Bye. Well, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I'm going to go on ahead and end it right here where I'm at. I was editing the video today, and I'm currently at 2 hours and something around there minutes of getting the engine put back together and everything for this tractor. I'm trying to cut as much out of it as I can. I'm sure you guys know I do not like uploading long videos, but of course it seems like I always end up getting a long video in. So this is where I'm going to end the video. We really didn't get as far as I wanted to on this project, but you know, we got a lot done today. We got a lot done in this video. A little bit of an update for you guys. I started putting the engine back together. Everything is on it. It's ready to go for when I get my piston rings. I still don't have piston rings for it yet. I did all this last night. Last night when I was putting this thing back together, I put everything back together. I was missing the front seal for the engine. I put the flywheel back on, all the tins, everything. And, well, I forgot to put that seal in, so I put the seal in. So like I was saying before, the video is roughly 2 hours long at the moment. I'm trying to cut out as much as I can. I don't know how much more I can cut out of it without cutting just about every detail out of the video. I like to leave some of the good stuff in there for you guys to watch, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to in this video. I'm not sure what I've got the time down to right now. I was going to make all of this into one video, taking the engine, putting it back together, taking it apart, cleaning it up, putting it back together, getting it in the tractor and getting it running. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that, and I'm sure you guys don't want to sit there for 2 hours or 3 hours watching my dumbass pissing around with junk like this and trying to get it running. You want to see it in sections. So what I have decided to do is I'm just going to end it here. That way I can upload a shorter video, because I don't like uploading long videos. I don't like editing long videos. I don't like editing at all. Not a lot of people on YouTube do. I like to do a little assessment on what I think potentially is the problem, you know, what could have happened with this tractor. What I think happened is the previous owner of it really didn't know what they were doing. They had a general idea when it came to doing stuff like this, but just didn't exactly know. Not all the marbles were there. What I think happened with it was the snow plowing story did check out. They used this tractor to snow plow, like I said in the first video. I think what they did was he was snow plowing his driveway with it. I'm wondering if it ran low on oil at any point. I didn't notice any point where the engine looked like it had got hot. Usually the crankshaft, if the engine got hot from lack of oil, it would be the color of it, it would be different colors. You could tell it was run hot. The crankshaft didn't really look like it was ran hot. The cylinder didn't really look like it had been ran hot. The bearings all looked okay. Everything on that engine looked fine. So what I think happened with that motor was potentially the rings started to wear out. You got to remember, these tractors are coming around to being 40 years old. This one's give or take 40 years old, somewhere around there. They do wear out over time. That and probably lack of maintenance played a part in that. So what I think happened to it was the rings were the problem originally. The rings, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. The rings more than likely just started to wear out and get out of round, starting to shrink, and the gap in the middle was starting to open up. Therefore, it was letting oil into the cylinder, causing it to smoke and burn oil. I don't know if the engine lacked power at all, but more than likely oil was getting past that oil ring, getting up into the cylinder, and it was burning. I think that was the reason why the engine was pulled apart, was because it was burning oil. I don't think it was intended to go as far apart as it did. Like I said, I really don't think the guy that had it before me knew what he was doing. So he pulled it apart just about all the way. I'm not sure if it had any bad leaks or anything in it, so he took it apart to fix the leaks. These are the old rings for that engine right here, as you can see. This is one of the compression rings. Here's the oil ring, as you can see. I mean, the rings don't look terrible, but you'd have to put them in the cylinder in order to find out. And then here's one of the other compression rings, as you can see. The rings don't look too bad, though, like I said. And then you come over here and the head gasket. This is the old head gasket. I looked at it to see if it looked like at any point in time the gasket had blown. Because if the gasket had blown, that could have also possibly been the issue. And it would have told me as well if the head was warped or not seating right. But it looks fine. So the engine, I don't think, has been overheated or run out of oil. I think the motor has just been, I think it's just old age that got to it, lack of maintenance possibly. The cylinder didn't look terrible. It looked a lot worse in my 140 than it did in this engine, and that 140 didn't look, it wasn't that bad, but it was definitely ready to be, it was definitely ready for new rings. And I think it's ready for an engine bore over as well. I'm probably going to end up boring it 10 over here sometime soon, because I think that cylinder might be out of round. I stuck a napkin in there to keep the cylinder from rusting, but as you guys can see, the cylinder was honed. Turned out okay. I wasn't too impressed with it, but I mean, it looks fine. That's probably how it's going to stay. But the engine's all back together, cranks in it. Everything is timed. So yeah, I don't think anything went wrong with the transmission. I don't know how the transmission is. I haven't ran the transmission yet. That was the plan behind that 12 horse right there and that 212. Take that 212 apart, put that engine in this tractor, and test the tractor out and see how the tractor does. But course, plan changed. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this 212 quite yet. It's still sitting over here next to the Cub. I need to figure out the Cub's issue right now. Probably start taking things off of this, putting them over there, seeing if I can get that motor to run. I'm wondering if it's a carb issue. Oh, well, I guess we'll find out. So with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. That's my little assessment as to what I think possibly went wrong with this tractor. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you all enjoyed today's video. Hopefully in the next video on this tractor we will be getting it running and we will have it driving. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this tractor just yet. I don't have any attachments for it. I'd like to find a snowplow and potentially a mower deck. If I can find a snowplow and potentially a mower deck, maybe I'll use this tractor to snowplow. I also have the 140 and the 312. I don't have any hydraulic ports on my 312, so I can't really snowplow with it. Can't snowplow with it because unless I can find a way to run a linkage underneath of it like the 100 and 200 series. And then I've got the 140. I'm missing a set of hydraulic ports on it and I don't have a PTO for it. Unfortunately, speaking of PTOs, I could not find the rotor that goes in the PTO that engages and disengages with the magnet. Where's that PTO at? Right here. The piece that goes inside of here, as you can see, is missing. I have that piece right there and this piece right here. There's a little rotor that goes inside of there with the keyway in it. That piece is gone. I don't know where to find one. I don't know where to look for one. I have started looking around, but I haven't seen any. So, again, I know what I'm looking for, but I haven't seen any. I thought about taking the one out of my 312, but Jesus Christ, what is with all the yawning? I thought about taking the one out of my 312, but I'm not sure if I want to do that or not quite yet. If somebody has one, let me know. I might buy it off you, depending on how much they're worth. I don't know what they're worth, but I guess I'll find out. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. And I think that is going to be it. So yeah, take care.